Welcome everyone. Today we are gonna rank the Hell Let Loose maps based on melee ability. So that means the maps that I think are the easiest to get melee kills are gonna be on the top, and the maps that are the worst to try and get melee kills are on the bottom. Of course, I'm gonna start with this. If you're a good melee guy, you can get 15 or more melee kills in any map. And people might say, oh well, I find it easier to melee people in this map, actually blah blah blah. This is subjective, this is from my experience, but I do have 3,000 melee kills in Hell Let Loose, and the records in many multiple servers, so yeah. So I think this is worth something. And of course I'm gonna rank these maps if you're a spotter or if you're behind the lines. So, and remember to subscribe. 92.8% of you are not subscribed to the channel, or if you're coming in the front. I'm gonna try and mix these two and tell you the difference. So I'm gonna start by quarantine. B tier, you can get 25 melee kills if you really are good or lucky, or if you're against Scar 98, or if you're at the HQ behind the enemies and everyone's pushing from the front. But not the best map, but you can get 25 melee kills, no problem. And then current and night. I think night will always be better than day for melee kills every time. Doesn't mean I got like 13 or 15 or 18 in one game, but yeah, it's not it. It's not the map you wanna do. Kharkov, melee kills. Remagen. Okay, so if you're not behind the enemy lines, it's E tier. If you're behind the enemy lines, this is A tier. This is S tier for the night variant as well, if you're behind the enemy lines. So, let me explain something. If you have the bridge, and there's the Germans and the Americans fighting over that bridge, and you're behind the Germans or behind the Americans as a recon team, S tier and A tier. Oh man, most people have Car 98s, but you can just get shot from 300 meters or more by tank, by anything, so C tier. Saint Mary du Mont, B tier. Great map to have melee kills overall. Saint Mary du Mont Night, A tier. Yeah. Yeah, C tier. It's still better than. Yeah, let me switch these. Didn't want to put a D tier, but it's not as good as Saint Mary du Mont, but it's not as bad as Kharkov or Almain. Maybe this one goes there actually. I don't know. Yeah, let's stay here. Then Hurtgen Forest Night. Yeah, a bit better. Foyday. Nah, don't want to try this on Foyday. Doesn't mean you can't get any. It's just, yeah. You need to be a professional. You need to have cover. Blah blah blah. The best points are Foy and Bojac, but for the rest it's gonna be a nightmare. Foy Night on the other hand, S tier. Many guys have their records in Foy Night, especially if you're an infantry troop behind the enemy lines or recon. If you can manage to get an OP behind the enemy point as a squad lead or as a spotter, you can do some damage on Foy Night. Really heavy. Many games on Foy Night where it's great stuff. Utah Beach, nah, whatever. Still can get 20, don't get me wrong, if you're really experienced like me, but it's not the map you wanna maybe focus on that. If you're the American recon, and you can have great games though, if you're behind the lines. Morton, many bushes, that's probably one of the best maps to be honest, in which you can do it. Saint Mary-l'Église 2, great map for melees overall. I think Saint Mary-l'Église Night is here. I've not had the chance to do many melees in St. Mary's Night, but it works a lot. E tier, Kursk is definitely not it. Definitely not it. Kursk Night, decent. Just open from everywhere. Apart from Yamki, but the rest is just open. Not a lot of forest unless you're at the HQ of the enemies. Have to be recon. Doesn't mean you can't get 15 on these maps or more, but you have to be really well placed, and you have them. Don't have much cover, to be honest. Elsenborn Ridge, yeah, you can get some. I'm not a big fan of the Elsenborn Ridge map, but when I've played it, I've had a lot of success. So B tier. Some people could put it in A tier, but yeah. Driel. One of the goats. Chill Knight. It's not even up for debate. So many bushes. The English knife. It's perfect. A lot of people will have Car 98s on the German side, so it gives you a heavy chance. And same thing for Tobruk. Only MGs, MP40s, and Car 98s S tier for Tobruk. Really not much more. Take the English. Every time you see German versus English, take the English. Because the English knife is the best thing in the game. Melee weapon. Best melee weapon by far. And you can get 30 melee kills with the German shovel as well. Doesn't mean anything. Omaha Beach. S tier. People are gonna be surprised. S tier with the Germans. This is probably the only map where you want to go with the shovel rather than the knife. But believe me, I've had many games over 20 on this Omaha Beach with the Germans every time, and it's incredible. You can still get melees probably over 20 if you're with the American side, but with the shovel it always seems to work for me on this map. So S tier on Omaha Beach. Probably a surprise for many people. What we got? Help 400. Yeah, average map. It's not bad, but yeah, you can get shot from 200 meters if they see you, so 150, 200 meters ish. Stalingrad, same, not the best map, but you definitely can get some, I don't know which, Stalingrad Night here, definitely. When you get into these buildings with the shovel, you can do much damage in these big buildings here, so. And people are gonna be surprised, but Purple Heart Lane is a melee map. S tier. Absolutely. There's so many little bushes. There's the sound of the rain that covers a bit of your footsteps. There's ditches. Many people will have Car 98 or will be looking forward. The Americans look forward a lot in this map. They don't look behind much. So it usually works pretty well in Purple Heart Lane whether you go German or American side for melees. But yeah, Remagen Night, Foy Night, St. Mary's Night, any Driel or Tobruk, English. And then Omaha with the Germans, and then Purple Heart Lane with whatever, it works. When I see these maps, I know it's about to get real. These maps here. Then you can get melees on any map. That's what I've done. You can get 15 melee kills on any map. But to start, I'd recommend the S and A tier. Maybe Morton could go S tier, but nah. If I have to rank the maps now, maybe from highest in the S tier, what would I put? I think Foy Night takes number 1. Remagen Night takes number 2. Maybe Real Night. as well. Number 3. Then I'd say Tobruk, Purple Hart Lane, St. Margles, Drell, Omaha. Yeah, like this, it looks good. Yeah. Then 8 tier. I think St. Mary du Mont's number 1, really, with Mortain. Mortain number 1, St. Mary du Mont Night. Then St. Margles, Carrington Night, Remagen, yeah. Then here, I'd put St. Mary du Mont above Carrington every time for melees, it's easier. Utah Beach Night, yeah. Stan Grand Night comes here. Alzenborn maybe above. Yeah, above Hurtgen here. That for the C tier. C tier we have Hurtgen Forest. I didn't change much here. Maybe this. Yeah. Then 4 days a nightmare. Just forget it. Whatever. It's that's the 2 maps I'm hesitating, Kharkov and Kursk, but it's just the same basically. Let's put Kursk at the last. So that will be my ranking for best melee maps. 49 the GOAT, obviously. Then any map like Remagen Night. And surprise for most people, probably be Tobruk, Purple Hart Lane, and Omaha. And Morton being not on S tier, but yeah, that's it, guys.